Hello everyone, let's continue chapter 1, the living world. So, we have seen that the growth and reproduction are not true defining features of the living being, because in growth we have seen that some non-living thing can also grow like mountains, and some organisms which are living but cannot reproduce like moles, like worker bees, and like infertile human couple. Okay, so the next topic which we were discussing is the metabolism. So here we are going to discuss about metabolism, but before that, because we are learning living organism things, so why this is called as organism? Okay, so organism are called because of the due to the presence of organization or the organ system or the cellular level, tissue level. Okay, so because of the presence of the organization, we are called as organism. So there are different level of organizations, starting with the cell, cellular level of organization, then tissue level of organization, organ, and then organ system. Because we have these level of organization, that is why we are organism and we are living. So let's come to the topic now, which is the metabolism. Metabolism means all the biochemical reactions. Biochemical, bios, I told you earlier, bios means the living, okay, or the life. Chemicals means the chemicals. Reaction, chemical reaction which are taking place into the life or in the cell or in the living being. So all the chemical reactions which are taking place in the cell or in the life to sustain life are called as biochemical reactions. So what is metabolism? All the biochemical reaction which are taking place in a cell is metabolism. Okay, so all the chemical reaction in our body is termed as metabolism. Metabolism is of two types, anabolism and catabolism. In anabolism, constructive metabolism means here some new chemical, some new complex substance will form. Okay, so this here synthesis of complex substances takes place and energy is stored. Okay, example is photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, we have already studied that with the help of carbon dioxide, sunlight, water, and with the help of chlorophyll, food is formed. It means the complex substance glucose C6H12O6 is the complex substance glucose is formed. Okay, that's what anabolism is. We have already seen that in this constructive metabolism, synthesis of complex substance takes place. So here in photosynthesis, complex substance like sugar is forming and energy is getting stored in the form of glucose. Whenever the plant need energy or the consumers depend on plant need energy, these glucose molecule breaks down and release a ample amount of energy which we use for the growth and the maintenance. Okay, so metabolism is of two type. Anabolism is the constructive one, wherein the new chemical substances will form in the complex stage. Okay. The next is catabolism. Catabolism is destructive metabolism. Here, breakdown of complex substance takes place and the energy is released. In class 10th, if you remember, we have seen topic respiration. We have all studied topic respiration. In respiration, we all have studied that the glucose molecule breaks down into the cytoplasm in a 3-carbon molecule, pyruvate. Then pyruvate further breaks down in the mitochondria to release energy in the form of ATP. We have also seen that 38 ATPs are released in the process of aerobic respiration in the mitochondria. So here, what is breaking down? What is breaking down here? Here, glucose molecules is breaking down and energy is released. So in catabolism, the molecules gets breakdown, that is why it is destructive. Okay, so metabolism are of two type. One is the formation type, where the things are forming, the new chemical substances are forming. In catabolism, they are breaking down into the simpler one and the energy is released. These anabolism and catabolism is the metabolism, and this is the true defining feature of all the living organisms without any exception, because a unicellular organism like amoeba, like bacteria, to the plants, to the animals, to the human being, everyone sustained because of these metabolism. There is no life without these chemical reactions. Okay, so this is the true defining feature without any exception. Next topic is consciousness. So, awareness of surrounding, how we are aware to our surrounding and how we respond to the stimuli. Okay, stimuli means any change in the surrounding. This could be physical, this could be chemical, this could be biological. So any change in the environment is the stimuli, and how do you respond to it? That is your awareness. So every living being is aware of their surrounding, including plants, including microbes. Like, takes example of a unicellular organism like paramecium. So it is a single cell structure, and you might be thinking how it can respond. It does not have a nerves, it does not have a sense organ, it does not have any brain. So how does it respond? It's just a simple cell. So let me tell you, this unicellular organism paramecium, how does it get to know what to eat, what not to eat? If there is no sense organ, then the paramecium must be eating everything and anything, but that's not true. The paramecium and the amoeba and the bacteria easily find their food, and they easily identify their food because of their awareness. Okay, so all the organisms, including unicellular to the multicellular, to us, we all are very much aware of our surrounding. Any change happen in our surrounding, we respond to it. Like if you stop giving water to the plants, what change do you see in the plant? Okay, like if you add some salt to the soil, some salt, like some other substances which are harmful to the plant, if you start giving them, if you start adding them into the soil, what changes do you see in plant? Okay, and if biological, okay, so in this, if there are so many insects on a plant, what changes do you see in a plant body? So any change in the stimuli, any change in the environment is a stimuli, and how do we respond to it? That is our awareness. I want all these answers. How does plant respond to the physical, to the chemical and biological stimuli in the homework? Okay, so you all will be sending me these answers. Next, how do we get to know that there is a change in our surrounding? Because we are lucky to have receptors. These help to perceive any change in the surrounding. Let's go back to the class 10, wherein we have seen the receptors present in nose, receptors present in tongue, receptors present in eyes, receptors present in skin, which help us to understand any change in the environment. Okay, so the human being, let's talk about us. Human being is self-conscious being, or the living being. We are only one which are very, very self-conscious about us, how much we have eaten, okay, how to sit, how to walk, how to talk. So we are very much aware of ourselves. No living organism is well aware of themselves. It's just the human being which is aware of itself.